we're looking at Asake and Olamide. This came out of nowhere, man. Came out of nowhere. Street Beyonce for a fact, bro. Street Beyonce, man. He dropped out of nowhere. Boys are running crazy. Like, bro, Asake is dropping from nowhere. I mean, bringing up into this, like, just a week before, we saw Sheyi Vibes doing this thing, coming out with the rollout as well that has been long awaited because of his hiatus for a while, and that brought up the buzz. Now there's an obvious rivalry that they're both leaning into here, and it'll be fun to see how that goes. But I don't know what Asake is getting out of this one, but I'm thinking he's looking for another party record out of this one. But we'll see how it is, man. Yeah, he has Olamide Bado on it, and that was when we fell in love with Asake. Really, it was Amapiano when Bado introduced him to us, and that cosign has been legendary. A legendary cosign that has come down to be a huge mark for the entire scene, a huge era. And from that run that he did, that astronomical run that he did, he has set a tone, man. He has set a tone, and that Amapiano fusion obviously has been evident. That Fuji hint is still there. So that Streets linkage is still there, and it's nice to see that he's coming to make another song. But I don't know if he's leaning into it or it's kind of like doing it as an ironic thing to call the song Amapiano, when a lot of ways people say, "Oh, he's the biggest Amapiano artist." Like, it's so funny to say all of that, but he uses a lot of Amapiano influences. Yeah, and it's evident. But I'm curious to hear what this song sounds like. I'm gassed up. I've been itching to hear it all week. And yeah, man, let's go into it. Amapiano, Asake, Olamide. Let's hear it. Okay, shakers.
Amapiano, piano.
I'm sorry, man. I have to run that back because of that bass. I kind of enjoyed what Magic 6 is cooking here with that bass. I thought it was cool. Let's go.
Steadily, heavily. Amapiano, piano. It's a big vibe. Every day it be like a new year. Overseas they want chop me like suya. I know big dog, but it's doing. Them know they call me Mr. Money for no reason.
Hello.
Amapiano. We go show, we go let them know. Now we dey run down on any show.
Bro, I love that they've kind of made the crowd vocals into another aspect of the beat. It feels like an instrumental now. It feels like an element of the instrumental now, as opposed to like him carrying the song with the crowd. You know what I mean? So it seems he's just rapping, and the crowd now sounds like a vocal sample in the cut, and he's not coming there and just doing his rap cuts here and there. I mean, it's cool with what I'm hearing so far, man. It's cool. It's a different direction, slightly different, but yeah, it's still in that very much Magic 6 getting playful, man. Let's go.
Bad man flows, put them on their toes, on the low, let them know. My bedu shot, South Jamo, Colorado, pass me the fatty jumbo.
Yeah, would you call? Bad bitches want to wall sherry one. Thumb me up, yeah, carry on. I'm trading all of my soda now for my piece. I'm glad I made it, had a belly, I'm the beast. From the ground up, niggas stand up. See the fandom, we know the random. I'm a piano, all of my piano. No mercy, I know.
All of my piano.
Chiano, killing bitches, all I know.
Hello,
I'm a piano.
Okay.
Tell them no.
I mean, I see what Bado did there. Man. I mean, like, it's Bado fashion to just come in there and just spaz in a lot of ways that is so evident on flows. Like, he's obviously, this is the kind of record that you wanted to sound well, as opposed to saying things that are heavy. But Bado always tries to find ways to be playful on this. But you know, he had a very tricky play of words there. Something, I'm a piano, all of my pianos, like, or something. He just said something that I was like, ugh. That's a bit of a stretch to make a bar out of, man. But that was, yeah, man, it's Bado. He has paid his ways. He has paid his dues. Man. Like a legend. He has paid his dues. Anyway, let's hear the rest of it, because this is interesting. This is different. I'm not going to lie. Like, the song is doing something, but I definitely need more spins. On this one. But yeah, there's a concept here that obviously is a lot more rap heavy. And Asake has been that guy that has made very, very super dynamic rap choruses and made them engage in a lot of ways. And this is just one of those examples in some form. So anyway, let's go.
I'm a piano. we go show. We go let them know. Bad man flows, put them on their toes. On the low, the girl them know. My bedroom shot down South Jamo, Colorado. Pass me the fatty jumbo.
Hey, okay. Bro, you should have given us a dance break right there. That would have been sick. I mean, it's kind of low hanging. It's kind of low hanging flows that we got. Not gonna lie, but I mean, it's still a fun bop. I think Magic Sticks gets a lot more credit in a lot of ways because I'm seeing him take a different format by using the crowd vocals as a vocal sample as opposed to like singing the song. But they still did that, obviously. Crowd vocals are still here. We still got that Asake Magic Sticks essence. It's still captured here. But Amapiano, dun dun dun. I mean, it's my first spin, so I don't know, man. It just feels a little too low hanging for a flow or a pocket for the chorus. But then again, man, it's a vibe. Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be one of those instances that it might take a few spins for the record for it to land. But I think the audacity for him to just come outside out of nowhere to drop a song. He's obviously flexing his muscle here. He's flexing muscle on this record. He's like saying like, yeah, man, I'm Asake. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I think with the kind of year he had in 2022, it makes sense for him to move in like this in 2023. And like, we already gotten that he's dropping an entire album. June 15th or June 17th is the date, I think. Easy blind. It's funny because he put that caption up. They don't call him Mr. Money for no reason as he was performing for Tinubu. I mean, he's getting his money, man. It's the same energy we should keep with T.Y. performing at the coronation as well. It's the same thing. These are artists, these are professionals, and those are clients. It doesn't matter how good your client is, it's still business for you. I guess that's how they see it. That's how most people see it. That's how the economy sees it in a lot of ways. Money rules. So yeah, it is what it is. That aside, but essentially, yeah, man. It would be interesting to see how this record like breaks through the noise because it's Asake again, and I would expect him to definitely follow up. 230 is still doing his thing. Yoga was the more spiritual route that he went with. That was exciting. But now that we've seen that's going to be the outro for the album. It's already number 1 on Apple Music, of course. I mean, of course. Like, what did you expect? I think some things are a given right now. When Asake drops a silent record without building any anticipation or building any noise or buzz and just puts it down like that, obviously it's gonna pick up steam. Anyway, man, we'll see. Cause I think it's kind of low. It's kind of a low hook. I'm not going to lie. Like it's very low of Asake, to be honest, in terms of structures of hooks. Again, I'll go back to Magic Sticks being the magic out of this moment here. I appreciate a lot of the flow pockets too. They were fun on the verses, but the hook is just heavily. We are getting lit. Like it just feels so. You know what I mean? It's just like this is the same feeling I had with Adekunle when he said party no they stop till I pop. You know what I mean? Like. You get as a people, you're gonna feel it, right? You're gonna feel it eventually. It just feels too on the nose and yeah, it's still right there. But anyway, it's gonna be a vibe. Production wise, it's gonna carry it. So, and there's a guest feature here. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun moment. I think it's gonna be a fun moment, and it's gonna be one of the other many singles that Asake is going to have a moment with. So looking forward to the album, though. We'll see how it is. You guys are 98%. Yeah, I mean, we definitely said the same thing. Yeah, like literally, this is a similar thing about the hook. Like that's my issue with the hook. Like if any, it just feels like a juvenile lyrics, which is fine. But the vibe or the momentum, the steam, the energy is going to carry the song so much to the point that it will be a non-issue at some point. And I see that I see the juvenile lyricism here in a lot of ways. With at least just the hook. Everything else was fine. Everything else was fun, but just the hook. You know what I mean?